Can Texas Chainsaw Massacre overtake Dead by Daylight? Well, yes. So first off, what is Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's a 3v4 asymmetrical game that plays very similarly to Dead by Daylight, with 3 killers and 4 survivors. Killers have voice chat that allow them to talk to each other. Survivors have voice chat that allow them to talk to each other. There is no holding M1 to do the gens and just escape anymore. There is find the pressure valve, put it on the pressure tank, escape through the pressure exit, find the fuse, put the fuse in the fuse box, complete the fuse, go to the basement exit, turn off the electricity on the car jack, escape through the back gate, explore the front, sabotage the generator, and escape through the front exit. Completely different objectives to escaping a match. Something that a lot of Dead by Daylight players have been wanting for a long time, different objectives to escape. And when we talk about overtaking, it has the potential to, due to the nature of how different and fun it is. It is not trying to be like Dead by Daylight. As a matter of fact, it is completely different. When I talk about overtaking, I'm not talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre killing Dead by Daylight. I more so think that Texas Chainsaw Massacre has the potential to grow as big, if not bigger, than DBD itself. Let me explain. Dead by Daylight has been around for 7 years, and at one point we've all had a lot of fun, whether it's looping the killer, killing survivors, maxing out our perks, collecting items for every single match, getting a stash of anniversary items, you name it, we've all done it. We've all had our fun at some point within Dead by Daylight. But when comparing, Dead by Daylight players are very serious. Everyone likes to win. It's a brawl, going hard on killer with tunneling, camping, sweating, going hard on survivor, doing gens really fast, coordinating the survivor friends, and finding the strongest combos you possibly can to outdo a killer. Dead by Daylight players like to optimize games. In reference to several features that Behavior has added, a visual radius indicator to know when a killer is coming to you and if they're approaching. Survivor HUD icons to know what your teammates are doing so that you can coordinate and turn solo queue into a pseudo survive with friends. The nerfing and buffing of particular perks to make sure everything is balanced and nothing's too overly OP or broken. Dead by Daylight seems to be moving in a sort of competitive direction, where bridging the gap between solo and survivor friends is leading to the optimization of survivor gameplay overall across the board, i.e. competitive Dead by Daylight. And this by far is not particularly a bad thing, granted they make the changes necessary. If Behavior Interactive wants to take Dead by Daylight in a competitive direction, they need to address camping, which they are.
We're looking to test out a new feature that's going to help combat face camping as a whole.
So the way the system works is that the hooked survivor has a meter on their screen, and it fills up based on the killer's distance to the hooked survivor. The closer the killer is, the faster it fills up, and once it's full, the hooked survivor can unhook themselves, even in the second stage.
If we think of Dead by Daylight adding a ranked game mode, a lot of the previous main issues seem to be getting addressed. The tunneling off hook, base kit borrowed time, base kit haste effect, getting camped on hook, base kit deliverance, generators going too fast, additional killer gen regression, faster pallet breaks and wall breaks. It almost feels like Behavior is getting ready to implement a ranked mode, which means Behavior Interactive wants to take Dead by Daylight into a competitive direction. And with the slight scope change of focus towards optimization, there's going to be an audience of players that want something different, more casual, something less super intense and less stressful. And that's where Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes in. With the killer voice chat, the survivor voice chat, you can talk to the other survivors in the lobby. And when you're hunting down survivors, you can talk to 2 other killers that are working together to help you kill all 4 survivors. You're like, Coconut, there are 3 killers. How is this balanced? Well, after playing in the technical test, it is surprisingly balanced. Maybe it's because not that many people know how to do everything too optimized yet, but everyone was having fun. Matter of fact, if Texas Chainsaw Massacre turns their game overly competitive, it would actually hurt their game more than help them. A 3 killers versus 4 survivors asymmetric is almost begging to have a casual player-based environment, thus perfectly sliding into a spot right next to Dead by Daylight, where Texas Chainsaw Massacre has the casuals and Dead by Daylight has the sweats. Texas Chainsaw Massacre can be like TF2, and Dead by Daylight will more likely be like Overwatch. This is all assuming that Behavior Interactive and Sumo of Texas Chainsaw Massacre make good design decisions when it comes to releasing their game. With Nicolas Cage coming out, seems like Behavior is looking to make some plays. With Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game is actually surprisingly polished. The gameplay loop is fun, and people were streaming the game 24 hours straight every single day because they never wanted the technical test to end. Whether this coexistence forms is all dependent on game developer design decisions. It's very likely this won't be another prop night. TCM is not trying to copy Dead by Daylight. It's very likely this is not going to be like VHS. TCM is surprisingly balanced, and it's actually kind of fun in its current state. But at the end of the day, all this performance is heavily reliant on the game developers. So I hope we all see a day where both TCM and DBD coexist with each other as two separate asymmetrical games that we all can enjoy. And to Sumo, good luck. So that's my thoughts on the new game speculation. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one.